Hello, friends. Welcome and namaste. Crystal Joy of CJoyYoga. Just wanted to give you a reminder. Well, I'm going to do a video. Hello, friends. Welcome and namaste. Crystal Joy of CJoyYoga. And I made a video about this, but it was like in the beginning of COVID. And they're some of the most watched videos I have on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to revisit this idea of manual stimulation of the vagus nerve. It's pretty easy to do. It's just trying to remember to fit it in and put it into your day. And as with most things, if you can only do it once every week, something like that, it's still going to be beneficial, but it's going to be even more beneficial if you do these things on a more regular basis. I try to do them every day. I've just kind of built them into my routine. That said, it took me a really long time, and I started with really small steps once a week, 5 minutes once a week, right? And then slowly building on. Okay, enough talk. Let's experience. So I put this in a lymphatic massage. So when I do my lymphatic massage, I do this. That way it's a two for, right? Two for one. The vagus nerve, it's the 10th cranial nerve. Vagus means wandering. And it wanders from the cranium, right? From the brain down. It comes just under the surface on the sides of the neck. And when it comes down through the body, one of its main functions is it goes into the majority of our organs and innervates the organs, right? So you can imagine that if this nerve doesn't work really well, that it can cause digestive issues, respiratory issues, various things. Okay? So we can manually manipulate it. I'm very slow this morning. um, Bring your right hand up towards the front left side of your neck. You're not going to choke yourself. You're gentle, but there's a little bit of movement in and a little bit of a resistance, right? I'm going to turn my head to the right as my hand pulls the skin back into the left around my neck. And I'm just going to repeat that a number of times. I like to bring my left hand under my elbow just to kind of support and hold that arm up. You do you. I'll do me. Are you going to feel like, oh, it's stimulated? I can feel it. No. But can you trust that if you show up and do this on a regular basis, it's going to cause what they call vagal tone? Left hand comes up to the front of the right side of the neck. I like to bring my right hand under. Right. And again, that left hand is going to pull the skin of the neck without being aggressive, without being forceful. But yeah, there's a little bit of resistance through there. Right. I turn my head the opposite way. But quite honestly, if you came up and you were just kind of moving through those muscles, sitting at your desk, taking a moment, taking a break, that would be another way to get into those tissues, right? While you're there, you might as well say hi to the upper traps because for most of us, these are grabber honors, right? Since we did one side, we'll do the other. And that's the one that I'm going to show. And the others I'm just going to mention. Gargling. So you could just do it with your, if you have water by your desk or whatever throughout the day, when you take a drink, gargle and make it more about the gargle, right? Meaning like try to tip back and see if you can't stay there for 20 seconds, whatever that is, and gargle your water and then bring it down. I have gotten to the point, especially since COVID brought it in for me. But to help with the microbiome and to get rid of bad bacteria, salt water is pretty great. So every morning I have a little bit of warm salt water and I just gargle salt water 2 times. And it's in my routine. I've done it every day. It helps vagal tone. It helps get rid of bad bacteria. Do with it what you will. But bring it in wherever, however you can in your life. You're not me, I'm not you. And then um, humming, singing. So I just try to hum in the morning when I'm by myself, or when I used to live with a roommate. When my roommate is already up, I try to still be kind, but I'll try to hum, or when I'm walking to the bus, or etc. So if you can find times when you can just hum, it can be as simple as just doing Om a number of times in a row, but it can just be your favorite song, right? Don't know what your favorite song is? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Like, just hum or sing and start to stimulate your vagus nerve. And I'm going to leave it at that for now, because if I say too much more, you'll forget everything I've said so far. So maybe pick one of those practices, try to bring it in, once every couple of days. And again, if you, once you start to build that habit, maybe build onto it and see if you can't do one of these things for just a short period, 7 days a week, you know, something like that. No pressure. Namaste.